Tea time with Trav. I genuinely hope that this allegation with Shannon Sharpe is not true. But realistically, you're in your 50s and you were dealing with someone who was a teenager. She was 19. Something was bound to go wrong. What's going on, y'all? It's AyooTravv and I'm back, baby. I'm back again, and today, y'all, we got turkey wings. Turkey wings. I'm sorry, just a little bit. I don't know why I was craving turkey wings so bad, y'all, but I'm just happy I finally got them. Let's say grace. Father God, I come in today to ask you to watch over this food. Please have your nourishment to my body. Please don't digest this food properly. In your name I pray. Amen. Amen. One more time. Amen. Y'all, look at these turkey wings over a bed of rice. We got some gravy and we got some green beans. Since y'all say I don't eat healthy, that go to vegetable right there. Leave me alone. Ooh, hoo, hoo. Ooh. See stuff falling already. Let me taste this rice and this gravy. Before y'all ask, nope, I ain't cook it. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I ain't cook it. Jamie did. All of it. I bought it, she cooked it. I talked her into cooking it. Ooh, I almost cursed. Oh my God. I don't know why I just smeared that around like that. I really don't. I did not some of the onion on. Just go ahead and get y'all a bite right now. Get y'all a bite right now. One more out. I knew it. I knew it was gonna get in my beard. I knew it. Stop playing so much, because I'm not trying to cut my beard, y'all. I might. Now I think about it, I just might. I'm gonna cut it down. But I like when dudes grab it. Y'all heard Jimmy. So Phoenix is in heat. And when she's in heat, Juvie acts a fool. He's a boy, of course. So, you know, he wanna... Y'all know how they get. Y'all know how dogs get. They probably fight it. Yeah, I think they fight it. I think they fight it. And I promise y'all they fighting over a toy. That's all they fight over is toys. I didn't bring it back to my bones, y'all. Oh, Jesus Christ. We'll put it right there. We'll put it right there. Get some rice with the turkey. Get that gravy on there. Get them green beans on there. No, you gonna fit. You gonna fit, yeah. We got about everything at once. Like a bone. One more. There we go. Tea time with Trav. Listen. That's what start my teeth on. Whew. I don't even want to say the lawyer's name. I'm trying to say it, but I got to. Anyway. I would have called this man out his name so bad. Not yeah, it'll make sense. It'll make sense when I say the lawyer name. Y'all will understand why I want to call him out his name. But I genuinely hope that this allegation with Shannon Sharpe is not true. But realistically, you're in your 50s and you were dealing with someone who was a teenager. She was 19. Something was bound to go wrong. Like, he's literally old enough to probably be her grandfather. If her parents had her at an early age. He's old enough to be that girl's grand. I don't even want to say that lady because, I mean, she's 20 now, but, I mean, technically she's grown, but it's like, come on. So, those that don't know, let me pull it up so I can get her name. I don't know her name by heart. Okay, see, I need to go to the other blog. Because that blog ain't trying to say anybody's name. This blog got the names in the whole. Well, now I just seen it. Just maybe they deleted it. Nope, here we go. Her name is Gabby. Gabby is an OnlyFans model. At the time that she was dealing with Shannon Sharpe, she was 19. And apparently she's saying that he did all these heinous sexual acts to her that I don't want to repeat. But she claims to have text messages, audio recordings, and video recordings to prove it. Excuse me. They've already released some text messages that looks weird on both of their parts, to be honest. And they released some recorded phone calls, which again looks weird on both parties. Let's explain. So you can tell by the messages. And Shannon Sharpe also even said that his legal team, they stated that she was into BDSM, which in the messages that are allegedly from her confirms that she was into BDSM. Those that don't know what BDSM is, I mean, I still don't know the full extent of it because I don't get into it. But those would be like the people that want to be tied up, they want to be choked, they want to be spanked. That's not my thing. But there's a lot of people that genuinely get turned on by that. In some forms of BDSM, I've seen people be very aggressive. But that's what they're looking for. So in the messages, she says, I want like some hardcore BDSM action though. I want to be abused, daddy. Like, those are alleged text messages coming from her. And then we see messages where later on, she then kind of goes into detail of what I'm assuming, or speaking about what allegedly took place. Because she says in the text, but I cried when you left because I begged you to put a condom on and not to put it in my rear area. And you didn't listen. I don't care what our history is. No means no, Shannon. I don't know how to process this. And allegedly, he texts back, can I call you later? And I say that looks weird. Of course, we would understand why it would look weird. It kind of makes it seem like Shannon did this. And, you know, he's aware of it. So we don't necessarily have to speak on why it looks weird on his behalf. But on her behalf, something to me just sounds extremely calculated in this text. Because it's like you put all the details in the text that you needed in order for a lawsuit to take place. You know what I'm saying? Because like she says, but I cried. So you're showing that there was emotional damage. I begged you to put a condom on and not put it in my you know what. So now you're insinuating that he purposely had unprotected sex with you and put it in your anal cavity, which you didn't want, allegedly. And you said that he didn't listen. More details. I don't care what our history is. No means no, Shannon. That right there, that no means no part, that part really was like, that seems a little too calculated. It really does. And I'm not saying that she's lying because we don't know. We don't know if these texts are real. We don't. We do know, though, that the lawyer representing her is Tony Busby. And we just saw how he lies. And I think that's part of what, you know, what makes you want to question the validity of it. And also the timing. Well, if I'm not mistaken, he was like in negotiations for like some really big paying contract. But and now let's get to the voice recordings, because in the voice recordings, he said stuff to her like, if she say XYZ again, he'll choke her. He'll choke her. He'll choke her when he see her. And then there was another one where he said that he'll choke her in public. And he said, big black man chokes little white woman. Probably wasn't the best thing to say. But it then makes you wonder, was that them role playing? Like, these are all things that you have to think of given what their type of relationship was, that they are into this BDSM action. She's asking to be abused. But again, this is why I can't get into stuff like that. One, don't abuse me. We're here to have sex. That's first off. But two, you do something like that and maybe you may choke the person too hard and they can't, and then they pat, like, no, it'll never be me. No. Bro, you have to wonder, is the audio edited and pieced together to try to tell a narrative? Because if they're role-playing, it would make sense. And I guess you may have to, like, I watch adult videos. Let's be honest, I'm grown. There will be titles like Big Black Men Run Aggressive Train on Little White Hole. Oh, I probably can't say that word. But y'all know, if y'all seen, y'all know what I'm talking about. So there is a possibility that that could be roleplay. And this is not me trying to invalidate her story by any means like that, because I don't know. I'm also not like a big Shannon Sharpe fan for me to be, you know, trying to protect him or anything like that. So I don't want anybody to think that. I do genuinely feel like I would probably believe it more had Tony Busby not been representing her. I probably wouldn't question anything. But let's go back to the age. The girl was 19. Shannon Sharpe was 50, maybe about 53. I know he's in his 50s. I don't know the exact number. Sir, you are. If y'all see this girl, I don't want to show a picture because, well, I guess I can show it right here. She got on clothes. This is her right here. This is her. How the hell could you look at that little girl and even want, like, she looks like a child. Technically, she's not one, so it's not like he did anything like that. But she looks 19 or younger. Nothing about that would get my rocks off. No way. No way. Well, like I said, and the fact that she has those audio recordings, because they were just having regular conversations. The fact that she was recording those calls to begin with, it again makes you wonder, was this some type of setup? Because why would she be recording those calls? Now, if something really did happen to her, amen for her recording those calls, because she'll have the proof. If he did do something wrong, of course, hold him 1,000% accountable. 1,000%. But if he didn't do anything wrong, let this be a lesson to him. Start doing older women. Older women. Not to say that something like this won't happen with an older woman, because it can. We've seen it happen a million times. However, your first mistake was the fact that she has teen attached to her age. And then Shannon Sharpe had the nerve. Hold on, because let me get on you real quick, He had the nerve to try to get on Donnell Rawlings. Did I say his name right? Yeah, I did. I probably said his last name right. But he tried to get on him at the fact that his baby mother is 23 years younger than him. But you 50-something, you get into about a 19-year-old. It's usually the pot calling the kettle black. You calling people out for doing something that you do because deep down inside you cannot fathom the fact that you're actually doing it. And you know it's, I don't want to say wrong, but you know there's something a little strange about it. So you try to pick somebody else apart for doing it. Because deep down inside, you're picking yourself apart. Clock it. Clock it. It's just like, ugh. A 19, bro. And when will these celebrities learn? Like, it's not funny, but when will they learn? They always get into these situations with an OnlyFans model. It never fails. It never fails. Like, I just think these celebrities be so horny that they forget a lot of the world is messed up. A lot of the world is messed up. And people will literally use you for whatever it is that they can use you for to gain something. So you being a celebrity and you know somebody who is obviously chasing money. Because if you're doing OnlyFans, you're chasing money. And I don't mean it in a bad way. I mean, hell, we all chasing money. So I don't mean it in a bad way. But an OnlyFans person is clearly chasing money. You are an easy meal ticket. Why would you give them the ticket to conduct your hate train? You gave them the ticket to drive the bus all the way to the end of your career. For what? For what? A night of fun? Maybe a couple nights of fun? And you probably still pay for that. Oh my God. It don't make sense. Like, I think he got kids. If he does have kids, I know his kids are older than her. That don't make y'all feel weird? Mark, I'm literally at the age where I get hit on by people my mother's age. I get hit on by people my little sister's age. My mother's in her 50s. My little sister is just now reaching her mid-20s. She'll be 24 this year. So it's like, both of those be like weird to me in a way. Neither are illegal, neither are wrong, but just be like, how am I gonna date somebody as young as my sister, not consider her to be a child? She's not, but I look at her like someone. Well, my mama age. I look at you like you on AARP. The hell I'm gonna do with you? And again, there's nothing wrong with it. Legally, there's nothing wrong with it. Legally, you're not doing anything illegal. It's more so a mental thing. if you are gonna sleep with somebody like younger like that, I get it. We all have our moments where we are overly, the hormones are overly raging. So you may be tempted to do something that you wouldn't normally do, even though it seems like these celebrity men tend to do it a lot. Let it be a one and done, bro. One and done. One and done. Get up out of there. Get up out of there. Out. Oh, there. Don't get it. Don't get it. Don't want to get it. If something like this could hurt him really bad, if his job is not in support of him while this is happening. But hell, some companies, some sponsors that he may have, some partnerships he may have, whatever, they may not even want to stick around to see if it's true or not. They're already chucking up the deuces. I'm sure he's already lost out on something by now. Man. If this is not true, that Tony Busby can go to, well, he already going to hell, so he's not relying on people, so he's going to hell regardless, but oh no. I do find it rather strange that Tony's going after these black celebrities. I do. I'm sorry. I do. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I do. Now, because we still don't know. We still don't know 1,000% if the people that Tony is representing are truthful about Diddy. Realistically, the only thing we know to be true that has been a proven fact. Now, some of the stuff we've been hearing since the 90s, so 9 times out of 10 probably is true. But the only one that is proven, excuse me, is the video we saw of him beating Cassie. So there's proof that he put his hands on her. So one can assume that wasn't the only time. That's the only thing that we know for a fact to be true. We don't know if the people Tony is representing against Diddy, if their stories are true. We don't. We do now know that the story that he made up against Jay-Z is not true. We know that for a fact. So now you have to wonder about any other case that he's a part of. And as I look at how fast this came up against this huge successful black man, shortly after a failed attempt, after going after a successful black man. You know what I'm saying? And another thing, I don't know, excuse me, if y'all been keeping up with the Diddy stuff, but I think only 2 of his accusers, I think 1 or 2, are able to testify during the trial. Because they were the only ones able to present some type of damning, I guess, evidence, or, before a lawsuit actually goes to trial, you have to present something. You got to present your case. You got to let them know this is a case at least worth trying. And I think it might have just been 1, but I think it was 2 that they, found to provide something sufficient enough to at least have a trial, to hear them out, basically. So again, there's more people who have now failed under the guidance of Tony Busby, and y'all want me to not question him or question the people he's representing. And it sucks for them, because if something really did happen, you now have people, like, who would want to be questioned after saying that? Which is why most victims don't come. Sorry, y'all, the camera cut off, and when I edit this, I'll see where I had to clip it and do. So I may have to repeat myself or something. I don't know where it cut off because I was just talking. But I'm saying people don't come forward because they get accused of lying and get questioned, blah, blah, blah. But because he has already been proven to be a liar and a BS 800 lawyer, if people he's representing really was harmed in any way, shape, or form, I can only imagine how they're feeling now that so many people are questioning him around the world because of the person that is representing them, because he is now a known liar. And I'm going to leave it on that note. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit the red button right there. Hit the bell right there, so you notified these episodes I'm dropping a video. But they have no need for a second. That's what AyooTravv. Jump into the description box, go down to the bottom, boom. Or they're gonna see me on social media: Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch. Add me, follow, leave me, comment, leave me, comment there, do whatever. Numbers like what's wrong with the most people, all the just don't know. Some other than that, it's been real. AyooTravv is out. AyooTravv is out. There we go.